Hello once again, and a happy February, end of February to everybody. Let's do some more questions, and let me give you some more answers. First one, what are your upcoming wedding colors? By upcoming, I mean November, but you gotta plan early. Well, first of all, let me introduce you to a buddy of mine, a buddy of Stacy and mine. This is Pinky the Pachyderm. Say hi, Pinky.
Hey everybody, I'm on the TV.
That's right, Pinky. Now, Pinky and I, we are big fans of the movie Steel Magnolias, aren't we, Pinky?
That's right. It's so sad but so good.
I know, Pinky. Anyway, let's do one of our favorite quotes, okay, right, Pinky?
You goddamn right.
Well, my favorite colors are the wedding colors I'm gonna use are blush and bashful. Her colors are pink and pink. Seriously though, wedding colors for now, we're looking at gradations of red. We spent a lot of time so far, and if you really pour into them, especially on sites that rhyme with the got, you can get obsessed. They come in like 4 recommended patterns of colors or 5 recommended series of colors, and it gets obsessive. I think when it comes to wedding plans in general, you write them in sand. And you write them in sand because you know things are going to change. Location, ideas you have, and over time, over budget, over consideration of different deciding factors, things evolve. And same comes in colors. So for now, we're thinking red. We're thinking different, different shades of red for flowers, different shades of red for cards and details, but we like red. Next question. A friend of mine asked me, "What are your thoughts on the playwright August Wilson?" She had just seen a question and answer session regarding August Wilson's newest play on Broadway, Jitney. Now, I haven't seen Jitney yet. I've heard great things about it. A friend of mine, Winnie Locke, I believe, stage managed an earlier version of Wilson's Jitney. I've seen one of Wilson's little more obscure plays, Joe Turner's Come and Gone. I saw it at the Oregon Shakespeare Festival when I was, I want to say, about 15. I found it just spellbinding. It was amazing. It was I want to say part 2 of his Philadelphia cycle, which all of his plays in the Philadelphia cycle take place over the course of a series of decades in African American life. And this takes place about 1911. It's in a boarding house, and essentially the character of Harold Loomis is this man looking for his wife. And I think the thing I love most about August Wilson is all of his characters are just endowed with just this descriptive, indelible realism to them. But they also have these moments where they have either a darkness to them, or they have a bit of a magic realism to them too. Like there's some sort of part to them that there's a bit of magic to them, or there's a bit of dreamlike qualities to them that escape. You see that especially in Joe Turner's Come and Gone, with some of the prophecy that occurs in Joe Turner's Come and Gone, where one of the characters can actually read and prophesy what Harold experienced prior to coming to the boarding house. Another play I read of his in college, which I really loved, which also very terrified me as well, was Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which is loosely based on the real life story of Ma Rainey, a blues singer. And that play, not to spoil it, spoilers for those who haven't read Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, culminates with one of the jazz musicians essentially killing another one over something as simple as the guy stepping on his shoe. And I remember that just indelibly in my mind, because when I first came to this city, I was fairly tired, and I saw a guy step on a guy's shoe, not apologize. And I swear to God, those two were about to literally have some lethal blows, because something as simple as the slightest bit of discourtesy is enough to set some very traditional macho dudes off. And I hadn't forgot that. Next question. When you're in a room all by yourself, what do you say to yourself? And do you use your outside voice or a quiet voice? I tend to use a quiet voice, like this one, like a library voice. And in the past, it tended to be a little less kind. It tended to be, all right, motherfucker. A little more sarcastic, a little more condescending. But as I've gotten older, it tends to be more along the lines of, first things first.
That's right. You tend to be a lot nicer these days since the medication.
I know, Pinky. Just to kind of remind myself, like Stephen Covey, what needs to get done first. And it's usually a centering exercise. My question's for you this month, and for the month to come. If you were in charge of putting toys or games inside of Cracker Jack boxes, what would you choose, and why? Lastly, and this one's tricky, is what we're seeing in the United States and worldwide throughout politics the last desperate gasp of the baby boomers? Are they trying to create disinformation and seize power and subvert things and deregulate and force capitalization through the old ways and force the alpha male posturing, their last grasp, because they know in the end that they're dying? Because it's being proven that they're dying, their ways are dying, that they are in fact extinct in a matter of time. By 2028, Gen X will outnumber them. Discuss. Love you guys.